everyone, so today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me video featuring this look here. I just used lots of new products and created this look as I went along. I didn't really have a plan in mind, I just wanted to use a lot of my new products I received, which are mostly drugstore, so there are only a couple of high-end products in this tutorial, or chatty get ready with me, not really a tutorial. So yeah, if you want to know how I got this look here, just keep watching. So I'm going to start with foundation, and this is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Foundation. I don't know which shade's going to be better. This one says 105 and this one says 115. 105 looks darker. Might try that one. I'm going to apply that with my MAC 187 brush just to start off with, but I've never used it before, so I don't really know what I'm doing here, so let's just put it on, see what happens. I switched over to a double-ended brush halfway through because the MAC brush wasn't really giving me the kind of coverage or finish that I wanted, but this one seems to be doing a lot better job. It's the double-ended one from IT Cosmetics, and it's just a lot more dense. It's certainly a very buildable coverage. Like, you can go back into areas and get a lot more product on there if you want. So now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. Longest name ever. So I'm going to go in with that. It has like a spongy tip here, and you twirl it up to get product out. The sponge feels really nice under the eyes actually. I've heard a lot of people complain about it, but that's for hygiene purposes. But I actually like how it's applying the product, and it feels real soft and squidgy. I know that probably shouldn't matter, but I like it. I'm going to use that in the usual highlighting areas. I really like the shade of it too, and it's very thin in consistency, very, very thin, which is always great with concealer, because sometimes once you have your foundation on and then you put concealer on, you just feel like it's just getting into a lot of product, you know. That blends so easily. It really is like very thin coverage. That's exactly what you guys were telling me when, sorry, very thin consistency. That's what you guys were telling me when you were recommending it to me. I must say, you know your stuff. I had it before in the really pink brightening shade, but I've never tried the concealer shade before, and I'm going to use it on my eyes as well now, and just see what happens. Yep, that's cancelling out my eye discoloration quite nicely, without being too heavy. The next product I'm going to use is the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. A favourite of Shan XO's as far as I know, so let's get this baby open and put it on my eyes. Oh my god, I can't do anything when I have like acrylic nails. What? One eternity later. It's a very kind of fine powder. It looks a bit glittery, so hopefully the glitters don't come off too much on the skin. I'm going to use the Zoeva Luxe Face Focus Brush on that. Just popping that all under the eye. Okay, so it's definitely setting my under eye concealer and stuff, and it's doing a very, you know, just normal job of it. So for $3, this product is probably worth the purchase. The only thing is that there's little glitters in it, and you can kind of sweep them off. I don't like them just sitting there because it's just a bit random to have, you know, specks of glitter under your eye. You can kind of sweep them off, but then I feel like you're moving some concealer underneath that. Yeah, no, it's a nice powder for $3. You can't really go wrong. I'm going to set the rest of my face. I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder in the shade Natural. I don't want too much of this powder on because it can be quite like heavy on the skin. So I'm just going to use a fluffy brush, shake it off, and then kind of like dust it lightly in the skin. I'm just realising I have this palette to try out as well. So I might try bronzing and contouring with this, and I might use a bit of the yellow under my eye now to brighten. So I'm not setting, I'm brightening. But yes, the yellow looks very yellow. I might actually mix this one and this one together because I don't want it to look like a massively yellow under eyes. So this is the Australis AC on Tour Contour Palette, in case you're wondering. So I'm just going to pat that on under my eyes. Obviously on a normal day, if I was using this, I wouldn't be using the e.l.f. one as well, but because I'm just trying them out, that's why we're doing both. It's a very pigmented powder, so it certainly is brightening. I've decided to just go in with the yellow now because it's a lot less yellow on the skin. Very, very brightening, but it's the same kind of consistency as the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder that I used all over my face. So if you went too heavy with this, you would probably get a very cakey effect underneath the eyes. I'm going to use that in the areas I highlighted as well. You can see how brightening that is. It's because it's adding extra coverage as well. Have any of you tried the Anastasia Beverly Hills one? Let me know. That's adding a lot of extra coverage. Like, a lot. I would say, now I can't be sure, but I would say this would flash back ridiculously on camera because the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder does. It's quite heavy coverage and it's quite intense, but I like it. I've never been shy of a contour, but yeah, I like it. I don't know, what do you think? I just want to keep putting it on my face. I'm kind of like feeling a bit addicted to it right now. Okay, my face is looking way lighter than my body, but yeah, I'm just going back in with my fluffy brush just to kind of blend that in because, like I said, it's quite intense. So now I'm going to go in with the darker shades in that palette, and these are the ones I'm a little bit scared of. Maybe I'll try a bit of contouring with this guy. I just don't really want to bronze with these two because they look so intense, but I'm afraid. Okay, I'm going to try bronze a little bit with this guy, and then if it works out, I'll contour with this guy, but he looks too red. Him there, too red. So I'm using this IT Cosmetics angled brush, tapping off all of the excess and sweeping that around my face. Okay, so it's actually quite nice. It's once you tap off all of that extra product on the brush, it builds up really seamlessly. I feel like if you hadn't already set your face, so if your face was going straight from tacky foundation to this powder, it would cling, for sure. But because I set my entire face first, this is going to go on smoother. And that's kind of a rule of thumb, whether it's on your eyes or your face. If you're adding powder product directly onto cream product that has colour to it, it's going to stick and it's not going to blend as well. So just adding that beneath my jawline here to get rid of that double chin. This is working out so much better than I expected. This is such a dark colour right now. This is the one I'm using. And it's going on very evenly, very, very smoothly. And yeah, I can't really complain at all. You just need to make sure you're really getting rid of that extra product off of the brush. Like this, you know, tapping it off. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. No, I don't know about you, but I think this looks flawless. Like, there's definitely 100% coverage in these powders, and it is just like adding like this full coverage flawless look to my face. So anyone who's into that is going to love this palette. So I'm going to go in now for a scary part, and that is to do contouring with this middle greyish kind of shade. It's a brown, but it's more grey tone. I'm going to use the Zoeva 109 face paint brush. It looks like this. I'm going to take off all of that extra product on my hand and go down the sides of the nose. That works. Again, there's a lot of fallout to this product, so that's why you get so much on the brush. You need to take it all off on the back of your hand. Because the fact that I'm still getting good pigment after taking it off my hand shows you like how intense that is. Blend that out with the brush I was using previously, and that looks good. My face is so full coverage right now, it's ridiculous. See, look at that. I took off so much product on the back of my hand, and that's what it did. I'm going to have to go back in and blend the shiz out of that. Okay, this isn't blending out quite as well as I wanted to. I'm going to go in with that yellow powder over it and kind of see if I can rectify the situation. I can really see now why people were having trouble with these products because, okay, that's intense. Trying to blend it out now with some bronzer, and it's really hard. Like, that colour is on my skin like so much that it's not blending out. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to go with drag queen contour today, but meh, what are you going to do? Okay, so I've learnt my lesson on that side, and I'll go a lot, like take off all of the product on the next side. maybe a less precise brush than this as well would help. Yeah, it's not as bad on this side now. I am looking so contoured right now, and I kind of like it, like I'm not gonna lie. It's not something I would wear on an everyday basis, like especially how dark the contour went on this side here. But like the powders and stuff have just made me like, boom, flawless. Okay, so that was, I've been talking for like 15 minutes already. I'm gonna go in with a blush and highlight from Sephora, which is this one here. I've tried the highlight already and I really liked it. So let's try the blush. Just tapping into that blush there. Look at all the excess product on my hand here from those powders. Ridiculous. So I'm just adding a little bit to the apples. I'm kind of wary now about the rest of the products I'm applying to my face because I look so like caked in makeup from those powders. I think I'm going to have to do a very simple eye look so that I don't look too like, rah! I keep catching myself in like my screen and I can't get over like how flawless my face looks with these powders. Like I look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, but just flawless. So I'm just going into the highlight there. I feel like this video is going to be so long, but when you're trying products for the first time, you talk so much more than when you've used them before because obviously you're giving your opinion. This highlight is freaking gorgeous. Intense highlight to go with intense face. I'm going to use the Kat Von D eye contour palette quickly just to grab this shade here as a transition shade on my Sigma E40 blending brush. So just want to kind of grab some of that into the crease. We're doing a very simple eye because my face is so intense today. I'm just dusting that really messily, just getting it on there. I'm going to do a look soon with the Kat Von D palette for eyes and face, so both shade and light palettes. And yeah, let me know if there's any particular colours you want me to use from it. So there's like warm, there's cool, there's everything. I really like this palette so far. So now that I have my transition shade on, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Color Riche L'Ombre Pure eyeshadow in the shade Café Saint Germain, but it's also called Nude, so whatever that means. I'm going to take that on a flat brush like this. It's kind of like a taupey silvery shade. Gorgeous. I'm just going to pack that on the lid. L'Oreal really have it when it comes to drugstore eyeshadows. They really do. If you can hear jingling and prancing about, it's my cat. This is so gorgeous. Like this eyeshadow is the definition of buttery. Just that really smooth, almost cream-like texture because the powder is so gorgeous. Just really packing it on. Look at that pigment. Drugstore. L'Oreal. So now I'm going to grab a little small brush like this, and I'm going to add some of the highlight from the Sephora shade if I can open it. I'm going to add some of the Sephora highlight shade into my inner corners just to add a bit of brightness in there. Ooh, that's pretty. Stick some of that underneath the brow bone, you know, just live life on the edge. You highlight that brow bone. This highlight is stunning. Seriously, it's the Sephora Baked Sculpting Trio in the shade 2 Medium. You need it. It's gorgeous. Now I'm using the Rimmel Scandalise Exaggerate Waterproof Liner on my waterline. Very pigmented. I can't wait to see if that lasts on the eyes. Now I'm going to go in with a new mascara, and it is the Sephora Outrageous Curl Mascara. I really didn't need to open a new mascara, but I'm just going to do it anyway. This mascara is kind of just going on perfectly without any work. The brush doesn't even feel like it's touching my eyelashes. That is the weirdest feeling. Just kind of like combing straight through them really quickly. It's a great like brush for getting right in there. I've really been loving how my eyes look without mascara on the bottom lash line recently, so I'm not going to put it down there. I like it. I like it a lot. Definitely recommend this mascara so far. I will update you guys again soon. I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Exaggerate Full Colour Lip Liner in the shade East End Snob now. It's a very natural pinky kind of shade. I really like the texture of it. It feels like a matte lipstick on the lips. I'm going to go over it with my Clarins Jolie Balm Lip Balm. I wasn't expecting it to be so pink, but it looks good. My hair is so messy today, but I wear it like this a lot when I'm at home, just kind of like in a messy side plot, so I hope you don't mind. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share if you enjoyed it. That helps me out so much and really gets my videos out there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you again very soon.